Dolphins family, lock in, because things are getting real down here in Miami. First up, one of our biggest stars just dropped a direct message to the fans after an update that had everybody talking. Then Hold On coach decided to speak his mind about McDaniel's first-round pick, and what he said left people stunned. And to close it out, the question that's been driving everyone crazy: why isn't Chop Robinson seeing more action on the field? Things are heating up in Miami right now, and you don't want to miss it. If you love this team, hit that subscribe button, because this is where the Fins community shows its real power in the NFL. And that's exactly what we're diving into. How just one play can change everything. Not only for the player involved, but for the franchise, his teammates, and of course for us, the fans. Who ride this roller coaster every single week? Think about it. How tough is it for an athlete at the top of his game to suddenly get sidelined by an injury? It's not just physical, it's mental. It takes patience, discipline, and above all, hope. That's the heart of today's conversation. After suffering the kind of injury you never want to see on a football field, one of the biggest names in Miami isn't letting it break him, and that's what's keeping this fan base fired up for the future. Wide receiver Tyreek Hill, our cheetah, is pushing hard for a comeback after the knee surgery that ended his season, Week 4 against the New York Jets. At 31, he tore his ACL along with other ligaments in his left knee, but shocked everyone with how quickly he bounced back, showing nothing but positivity on social media. Right after surgery, Hill said everything went well and thanked the fans for the love. Just days later, he was already up with a walker, sending messages straight to Snapchat for anyone following his comeback. He wants fans to see every step of the grind, to stay connected with him through the whole journey. His agent Drew Rosenhaus made it clear Hill wants to keep rocking the aqua and orange for years to come. His deal runs through 2026, but both sides believe they can extend things even further, even with the cap challenges ahead. So here's the question, Dolphins fans. Do you believe Tyreek Hill is coming back even stronger in 2026 to keep Miami in the fight at the top of the NFL? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share this with your fellow Fins fans, and subscribe so you don't miss a single update on the Miami Dolphins and the NFL. This channel is all about you and for you. Now, if you thought you'd seen drama already this season, get ready, because this next update might change the way you see the future of this team. This isn't rumor, this is reality knocking on Miami's door. Stick around, because you don't want to miss this. Between big expectations and harsh reality, Dolphins fans are being tested right now. We all know this roster has serious talent, but the NFL is unforgiving. Small details, discipline, and consistency separate the pretenders from the contenders. And right now, Miami is still trying to find that balance. On one side, the defense needs to lock in fast. On the other, injuries keep eating away at the depth chart. And to make it worse, some of the most hyped draft picks haven't lived up to the billing just yet. Let's get to it. Rookie Kenneth Grant's debut in the league has been underwhelming. Drafted 13th overall, he was supposed to be a cornerstone for the defense. But in the first 4 games, he hasn't made the impact fans were hoping for. Quiet stats, critical analysis, growing frustration are making the pressure louder. Defensive coordinator Anthony Weaver didn't sugarcoat it. The kid's got talent, but the technique isn't there yet. Weaver said it's too early to write him off, but he has to grow quickly, especially with Miami's defensive line struggling to stop the run, and time is not on Miami's side. They're giving up 5.1 yards per carry, one of the worst marks in the league. Grant, just 21 years old, admitted his technique with his hands has to improve, and promised he's locked in to fix it. But the pressure is already closing in. Adding to it, Miami's medical room looks packed. Heading into Week 5 against Carolina, the Dolphins are without Tyreek Hill and key names like Storm Duck, Artie Burns, and Kador Coho. The offense loses firepower, and the defense, already shaky, is stretched even thinner. So here's the reality. Miami hits the field against the 1-2-3 Panthers, just as desperate as their opponent. The big question, can Kenneth Grant step up and help this defense before the season slips away? But hold up, we're not done yet. The last piece of news might spark some of the biggest debates in Dolphins Nation. This is the kind of update that has fans and analysts buzzing, the kind that makes you rethink how you see this team. Pay attention because this could be the turning point. Ever notice how some seasons start full of hype, but then reality doesn't match the script? That's exactly what's happening right now, and it's leaving a lot of fans scratching their heads. We're talking about a guy who was supposed to be one of the defensive anchors this year. When last season wrapped, the vibe was that this would be his breakout year. The numbers showed progress, confidence was high, and even the national media pointed to him as a rising star. But so far it hasn't unfolded like anyone expected. What's raising eyebrows is how his snaps keep dropping week after week. Fans are left wondering, is it the scheme, preparation, or something deeper? Turns out, there's more to the story. Weaver explained that part of it comes from adjustments with assistant Sean Ryan, who suddenly took on bigger responsibilities after internal shakeups. That's led to rotations being handled more on feel than a set plan. But there's another factor: health. Back in week 2 against the Patriots, he took a shot to the knee. He came back in, toughed it out, but it was clear he wasn't moving the same. Against Buffalo, it was obvious he wasn't 100%. Still, Weaver emphasized, he's not giving up on this guy. When healthy, he believes he can be a nightmare for opposing offenses. We've already seen flashes like against the Jets, when he played aggressive and got after the quarterback. The question is, will the combination of coaching adjustments and his recovery come together fast enough? Because Miami needs this defense at full throttle with some heavy matchups coming up. So tell me, Dolphins fans, do you believe Chop Robinson will turn it around and become the player we've been waiting for this season? Or is that breakout moment going to have to wait a little longer? Drop your take in the comments, share this with other Fins fans, and subscribe for every update. Here you'll always be plugged into everything Miami Dolphins and the NFL.